The first thing that you do is you just do what is called really just a rinse. So you're just putting the absinthe, or all these years we've been using herb saint or Pernod or something with a great licorice flavor. So you really just want to rinse it around the glass as much as you can. If you can get it on the sides. There's a trick where you can throw it up in the air, but I usually drop it, so we'll skip that. But so you just pour it out, okay? That's all you want, is that hint of it. It's so very strong. And as always, what you want to do is you want to chill your glass. Now you could put all these ingredients in the refrigerator for a little while before you make your drink, because we do not want the ice to melt and make the drink out of balance. We preach balance, balance, balance. Most drinks are completely out of balance. So that's really just to chill the drink. Then you can switch to another glass or your cocktail shaker and make the drink. So what we're going to do, it says in the book, actually, 1.5. You'll find that most drinks are 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces. The perfect, I think, for this is really right at 2 ounces. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And then what we also want to do is that, and what this is Sazerac. It's rye whiskey. You may not make this with bourbon or anything else, okay? It's got to be rye whiskey. Old Overholt is one we've used for years and years. This is a newer one that we like as well. Also, we had a man named Antoine Peychaud who made these bitters that are critical. You cannot make a Sazerac without Peychaud's bitters. They are hard to find, but you can find them at Sazarac.com. And you've got to have this. And he was making this. And this is where the word cocktail came from, in a two-sided egg cup called a cocotier. And as we like to say, the slurred words of the imbibers, before long the word cocotier became cocktail. And that's where the cocktail was invented. And if you read the back of this label, I'll tell you one of the things that it says. Good for what ails one irrespective of malady. So how can that be bad? Anyway, you need about 4 dashes of this, okay? Drops, really. Whoop. So, because we're trying to get sort of a red, but a little bit of a rusty color. Some people say it should only have the Peychauds. We like 2 drops of Angosters to round it out. These are both bitters. The essential ingredients for a cocktail are bitters, sugar, and the alcohol. That is what a cocktail is. You know, scotch and water is not a cocktail. But we're going to add a little ice to our shaker. You can also just stir this drink. I'm not putting a lot of ice because, again, we don't want it to melt. The other thing that we need to have in here is a little bit of simple syrup. The main thing people do wrong to most drinks, in our humble opinion, is put too much sugar. Simple syrup is just a mixture of water and sugar. It melts quicker, and you're not going to have the grains of the sugar in your glass, because not everybody's muddling these days. So this looks, that's a little bit left of the liquor. Anyway, this is the simple syrup, and we're just going to put, I'm not even going to put quite all of that, just a little bit. The other thing that you want to do when we get back to the drink is you're going to have a little bit of your lemon zest, exactly. But I like to do it over the drink when you do it, because you see it spritzing out there if you can. You're trying to get that oil from the skin, and that's really a critical ingredient. So I think we've got everything we need going here.
I think so.
And I'm going to just out with the ice over here. So our glass has been ready. And not usually we say shake, 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 but you're not looking for a really big shake. We don't want to hurt anything that's in there. Anyway.
Not with this one.
And I dumped out my ice. That's good, that's good. We're going to do it. It is not supposed to be on the rocks. This is exactly how it's supposed to be.
That looks beautiful,
and that actually, you all, is the exact right amount. And then we're going to add, you know, a little bit on the rim there. And you want to have taken off as much of that pith, so it's not bitter, into the glass. And this is the perfect amount. And as we say, do have just one. You won't be nearly as attractive as you think you are after 2. Anyway,
that is true.
Give it a go.
I like to start the evening with one, and you like to finish the evening with one.
Well done, I must say.
Taste good?
Yes.
How about a sidecar?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do a sidecar. Sidecar, as T knows, is my favorite cocktail.
Yes.
And the predecessor of the sidecar was the brandy Crusta that was made in New Orleans in the 1850s. But the sidecar got its name, rumor has it, from an army captain in the First World War, and he was in the sidecar on the motorcycle, and he was riding all around Europe. And so we went into the bar, and he was freezing, and he said, "I need something to warm me up," and they made him the sidecar, which is a true drink. It's made, we make it with domestic brandy, but you can use cognac, but it gives it a heavier taste to it. This is what we prefer. We're going to take a wedge of lemon, and we're going to rim the half of the martini glass with the lemon juice, and we're going to then dip it into sugar, about 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now, some places will do the entire rim We like to do half, and that way you can tell and choose the sweetness that you like. You have your options.
You have options.
Once again, we're going to fill our glass with some ice like T did with the Sazerac. So we're going to chill our glass first and then discard the ice so we don't dilute any of the cocktail when it's finished being made. And we will start with our brandy. We're going to do 2 ounces of domestic brandy, and I'm going to have to, this jigger is not quite 2, so I'm going to do 2 all the way up. I'm going to have to do 2 like that. And then we're going to do an ounce of Cointreau. And let's see, right here.
Wonderful kind of orange.
Oh, and it smells great.
Right.
And then we are going to use a half of ounce of lemon juice. And now this we're going to shake, shake, shake.
Okay.
So we're going to add some more ice in here. Shake up our sidecar.
I'm doing a quality check while you do that.
All right, you go right ahead. All right, in we go. And shaking is real. And we'll do it this way.
Yeah, that works just
Here
as
we
well.
go. Improvise when
That's
necessary.
It. That's it. It's just a drink, for crying out loud. Don't get hung up about it.
Okay.
That is perfect.
And that
is perfect.
is a sidecar, and it's delicious.
Taste it first.
Oh, well.
You know it's delicious. You know it's perfect.